Hello there chess friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss one very interesting topic, attacking the uncastled king. What is the most important thing which you have to know when you attack the uncastled king? First, you make sure that your king is protected. Second, you have to open files and diagonals against the opponent's king. Third, you have to keep the opponent's king in the center. And fourth, you have to include all of your pieces into the attack. I prepared some games on that topic. Let's start with the first game. The first game is between Tigran Petrosyan against Viktor Korchnoi. Tigran Petrosyan is one of the world chess champions. c4, c5, knight f3, knight f6, d4. We fight for the center. Knight d4, g6, knight c3, d5, bishop g5. Now we have three minor pieces already developed. D takes c4, e3. Also, e4 is possible with the idea to win more space. e3, queen a5, attacking the bishop on g5. That move is not so good because black, they developed their heavy piece at the beginning of the game, which is not good. Bishop takes on f6, e takes on f6. Now you can see that the opponent's king is still in the center and black has double pawns. Now we take the pawn on c4 and white, they have three minor pieces developed against one heavy pieces of the opponent. Bishop b4, attacking the knight on c3, rook c1, normal move. Also we take the control on the c file with our rook. a6. Black made a mistake here. The best move for black was castle, because they late with their development. After a6, castle on the short side. Now our king is protected and then we can start our attack. We are ready to attack the opponent's king. After knight d7, a3, knight d5 was a better move, but anyway, a3 is still a logical move. After bishop e7, now we start our attack against the opponent's queen. b4, we attack the queen on the a5, queen e5, and now very nice move, f4. Again, we're attacking the opponent's queen on e5, queen b8. If queen e3 check, we play king h1, and now the e file is open for our rook, and you can see that a lot of pieces will be pinned here. Queen b8, bishop takes on f7, a brilliant sacrifice. Now we are ready to attack because all of our pieces are developed, and now we start our crucial attack against the opponent's king. Queen b3 check. We develop our queen with a tempo, the best way to develop a piece. Knight d5. We can play knight c7 in that position, bishop d6, then knight e6. We still want knight c7 and to take the rook on a8, b5 with the idea to develop the bishop, knight c7 check, knight d4, we want knight c6 to take the queen, king f8. Now we take the rook on a8 and black resigned. White has a winning position. So in that game, black, they did two very important mistakes. They developed their queen at the beginning of the game, very big mistake. And the second mistake, they played a6 instead of castle. These are the two reasons why black lost the game. Now we continue with the second game. The second game is between Vaganyan against Albin Planinch. d4, knight f6, c4, c5, knight f3, c takes d4, knight takes d4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4, knight b5, castle a3. Now we take the knight, d5, we fight for the center, bishop g5, h6, bishop f6, queen f6, c takes d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, rook d8. Now we put our rook on the open file and we are attacking the opponent's queen. Queen f3, queen b6. We don't want to exchange the queens. Rook d1, we exchange the rooks, and then knight c6. Our king is protected, the opponent's king is still in the center. Queen e3, and now we don't want to exchange the queens because the endgame will be almost equal. Knight d4. We want knight c2 and to take the queen. Queen e8 check, king h7, e3, knight c2 check. Now castle it's not possible in that position for white. Bishop f5. We have 3 pieces developed. Our rook is attacking the opponent's queen. We sacrifice our rook with the idea to continue the attack against the opponent's king. Check, queen d6 check, king c1, knight a1. And now white, they did a very big mistake, a blunder. Queen takes on b7. The best move here was bishop c4. After queen c6, queen c4, the position is almost equal. But anyway, white, they didn't see that line. They played queen b7, and now you can see that position in a lot of tactical books and puzzles. The best move here for black is queen c7 check. And after queen c7, knight b3 checkmate. A beautiful end of the game. I hope that you like that example. We continue with the last example. c4, c5, g3, d5, c takes d5, queen takes d5, knight f3. Again, I don't like when people develop their queen at the beginning of the game, because in some moment that queen will be in danger. Knight c6, bishop g2, bishop g4, h3, we're attacking the bishop, castle. Now our king is protected. Knight f6, d3, queen d7, knight bd2, normal development of the pieces. Knight d5, g4, bishop g6, knight c4. Now we take the control on the e5 square, f6, d4, knight db4 was a mistake, e6, and the position is equal. After that move, the idea is knight c2, try to do something on the queen side, bishop e3, knight c2, d5. As you can see, the opponent's king is in the center, and we can start our attack against the king. Knight b4, bishop c5. The move a3 was a little bit better, but bishop c5 is still a nice move. Rook c8, knight e5. We sacrificed our minor piece with the idea to attack the opponent's queen and the opponent's king. F takes on e5, knight takes on e5, queen b5, we take the knight, knight b4, queen b3, bishop c2, queen f3. The f7 square, we take the control of that square, bishop g6, rook fc1. We want to take the control of the c file and to exchange the rooks, rook d8, e4. Now we protect our pawn on d5, e6, knight takes on g6, d takes on e6, rook d2, rook c8, king e7, queen f7, and white has a winning position. I hope that you like these 3 games, and remember again, when you attack the king, prepare all of your pieces.